Here's a view of a great Airbnb in Iceland. I wish all Airbnbs would take some pointers from a place like this. Now, when you first enter, there's a large mat on the floor, and the floors are spotless. Now, this lets me know that I should keep it clean. So I usually take my shoes off when I'm home anyways, and I definitely do that when I'm in an Airbnb. There's a large cupboard here for storage, but I'm not here that long, so I don't mess with it. Check out these cool coat hangers. There's also a full-length mirror, so you can check yourself out right before you leave, from head to toe. And then this contraption here is to help you adjust your shoes. And it's attached to the wall via a magnet. Really cool. I won't be using that, but it's a nice touch. And if you're in Europe, be sure to get the converters because it's a different socket than we use in the United States. Moving on to the bathroom. It's an open concept, which I like. And everything again is so clean, from the floors to the walls, even the glass that separates the shower from the rest of the toilet. I like this open concept, and I also like the rain shower that's up there. It still has the hose that you can detach, and the typical European style toilet with a slow close lid. All toilets should be like this. Singular sink with a mirror with vanity lights. Everything is so clean. The Airbnbs, usually, at least the good ones, usually give you toiletries anyways, but I like to bring my own. So you might have towels and so on and soap, but I bring my own. Conveniently, there's a vacuum. I like that there's a vacuum because I clean the place right before I leave for the next person. There's a washer. Now, I've seen in Europe where they have washers that also work as dryers. I have not yet used this, so I don't know what it can do, but I'll take up my translator app to see what this one does. Moving on to the kitchen slash dining slash sitting area. That's the fridge. Along with a clean bathroom, I judge an Airbnb, or someone's home for that matter, with how clean the fridge is. And this one is spotless. Now, there was some stuff in here before I got here, but I don't mess with people's stuff. I just bring my own or buy my own. And the freezer is down here, also clean. Now, this thing is interesting because it's a microwave and an oven in one. Really interesting. You can see the heating element and the microwave plate. So one side of the controls is for microwave function. Interesting. The sink is stylish. I wish it had a hose that you can detach and spray different parts of the sink, but this is still really good. This is a trash can, or where the trash cans are stored. You step on this and it opens. I think this is typical of Europe. I'm not going to swear for every part of Europe, but the left side is for recycling, and that's for trash on the right. Dishwasher, which is cool. And your utensils and plates and so on, and your oven. I do eat out sometimes if I can afford it, but most of the time I just buy my own food and make it. And this is interesting because you push this button, then turn it to your desired temperature and push it back in, and that's how you get it to work. That's a sitting area. Cool couch. I think at least one more person could sleep here. I think so. And there's a TV. And there's a nice big window that gives a wonderful view of the outdoors from the living room, you can see some mountains in the back, and you can see the ocean from the balcony, which is also nice. It would have been cool if there was a stool or a chair out here so you can enjoy the view from the balcony. But I didn't come here to sit on the balcony anyway, so it's not a big deal. Still, it's a nice touch to have a balcony and these huge windows. Now, if you do need complete darkness to sleep, it would be better if you brought an eye shade. This shade does darken the room a little bit, which I'll show you in the bedroom, but there is some light leakage. I can sleep in any condition, so it did not bother me. Everything in here just seems like it was expertly thought out. From the decor to the lighting fixtures, it just looks so stylish. I also wish that there was eating mats on here, table mats, but I just use a provided towel as a mat so I don't mess the table up. That's more on me to keep the table clean, but it would be helpful if there was a placemat here. I just don't like to mess up people's stuff when you move into a place or you're booking an Airbnb or hotel. Leave it in the condition that you got it in. Moving on to the bedroom. Bed is low, I like that. I don't like a high bed. I mean, I'm not gonna fall off, I'm too old for that. However, I do like a lower bed than one that's too high off the ground. And it's really comfortable. One of the last Airbnbs I stayed in, felt like I was sleeping in a hammock. My body was basically in a V the whole time. It was trash. This one is really, really comfortable. There's ample storage over here on the right, but I don't use any of it. I'm only here for a week, so I just live out the suitcase. And that's one of the converters you can buy because you'll need it if you're gonna charge your devices. And I've never seen, at least not in Iceland, a house that has forced air. So there's no AC. It would have been nice if there was a fan, but the place is really cool and I slept really well. Now you can open the window. I haven't seen one mosquito over here, and the windows are sufficiently soundproof. Let's see if you can hear the car. No. So if we open it, it's significantly louder. It's a good job, I think, to keep these windows soundproof so you should get a good night's sleep. I definitely did. And these are another blind that you can use to darken the room. There is some light leakage on the sides, but that did not bother me. But if you need a darker room, it's always good to travel with eye shades anyways, but this was not a problem for me. All in all, I have no complaints about this place. I think this is one of the best Airbnbs I've stayed in. I would definitely come back. Everything is just well thought out. Everything that you could need is here. And it's a great location, maybe 30 minutes from the airport, just in Reykjavik. Absolutely fantastic.